All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's tablet and pen time once again. Tablet and pen, so we can write things down and get you straightened out. See, what happens is most of you have crappy credit. Kind of sucks. What did you do? You did it to yourself. You dropped your score, can't get any more. You see, if you don't understand how it works, the problem is you're going to keep guessing, talking to your friends and family, huh? All their little opinions. Sorry to say, but it's kind of a little crazy today. Let's have some fun. Let's play the game to win. Take a picture of that. I'd like to get you $10,000 a month. Would that be okay? Now let's do this. Go to the board. I want you to write down $10,000. Okay, right here. Okay. Let's understand. Let's pretend. All right, you want to change your life this time for real. Okay. And if you had $10,000 a month coming into the corporation, no taxes due till you're profitable. Problem is, you're going to want it to you, and that's the biggest mistake you do. Because you have to pay tax. If it was a paycheck, they tax it before you get the leftover. Corporation absorbs all the money, only pays tax if there's any leftover. So that would be your future. The Wendy's restaurant you drove by the other day. You drove by. Did you go inside and ask where the owner is? Drive-by management company. Now, they nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit years and years ago, KNX Radio and all kinds of things, because I built $60 billion of credit over the years for my clients and me. There's about 42 million here. Just to play the game, because the goal is very simple. We're trying to play the game to win. And that's the ultimate goal, winning the game of business. So guess what? This is live. There's no pictures or recording in the beginning because it'd be a waste of time. Let's take pictures of things that matter the most. See it, believe it, go get it. I wrote that when I was 12 and a half years old at the Torrance Library because I would see what I want and just go get it. Same thing you could do for you too, if you want to. Now, I break records and all kinds of stuff. First thing is I created a system in 1976 to help people called winning the game of business. Got $1 million in the bank, which is not possible since I was 14 and a half years old and with my patents and all the things I invented. You see, that's the highest kick on the planet at the time, 13 feet in the air. Highest kick and fastest kick on planet Earth. And white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. So I like goodies. You like goodies? I want you to have your goodies under a corporation structure to protect your pieces and protect you and your family. Is that okay? You understand how to play the game. 2026 is around the corner. Most of you, for years and years, every time you have a New Year's resolution, you kind of screw it up within 3 weeks or less. Why don't we set up the next year's resolution for one thing? Let's go get $10,000 a month. But again, do we want it as us or a corporation? So let's draw some things on the board. Let's have some fun. Let's understand maybe you got a corporation that's an LLC. Maybe you have an LLP. Maybe you have a C Corp. Okay, maybe an S Corp. All right, the reality is what type of corporation you have, or a nonprofit, or it's called a PC, Professional Corp. So these are the types you can pick. Let's draw a square here. All right, let's have some fun. And understand what we're going to put in this box is an M for a management company. The management company wants to have the ability to do what the banks and grocery stores do. If they have a bad piece, they just bank with the bad piece and give you all the pieces. See, what happens, most people bring the pain home. Of course, not you. But in the reality is you probably did that too. So let's do this. Let's draw 9 boxes, okay? Follow along. I want you to understand. If you draw this, your brain will actually record it. And that's what you're trying to get to. Because guess what it is? It's called repetition. And it's also understanding how it works. The structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Now you're also going to have another division over here. What's going to happen is you're going to have one over here as a division. Because we're going to make sure we protect your family and you. What you're going to do is draw a line of defense. You're going to have a corporate umbrella. Okay? If you say you're an expert in real estate, then explain to me what is called a homestead blocker, a UCC chattel mortgage. Explain to me about the assignment of mortgage that I created in 1989, by the way. So if I have 9 houses, that means I have 9 loans. That means I have 9 loans, which means 9 lines of credit. Then I have a problem because I have 9 tenants. I'm hoping they pay on the 1st so I can have the bank take the debit on the 5th and I get the leftover, and I don't want to live on that either, but what do we get to do? We get to play the game. So let's understand you. Now let's do this. Let's do this here and understand this is a balance. The IRS is in control of everything. The IRS is in charge. Simple. But we look at the banks, the bank right now, all right, all of them, they're bankrupting 21,000 locations. They have branch numbers, okay? Every branch they have, they're bankrupting the pieces and offsetting their taxes because they chose to. And understand, at the end of the year, between about October through the end of this year, you see lawsuits and settlements. Chase Bank settlement, Wells Fargo 2.1 billion, all right, U.S. Bank, all right, B of A, Capital One, okay, Credit One. Look on that line, it's right there. See, it's all these settlements and all that happens because they want to ride from the taxes. If they don't do that now, they have to wait another year. That means they have to carry it on their books. They don't want to do that. So what happens is, understand, the banks have a line of defense. Every branch is a branch number. And what they're doing when they bankrupt these pieces, they're doing tax balancing, which you can actually do yourself. One of the ladies I got off the phone with, she says she makes money goes to her. That money that she's getting right now should go to a division versus her anyway. If a tax ID absorbs the money, the reality is it gets to pay the tax on the leftover. But again, what she wants to do. Here's our problem. You are your biggest problem. Okay? You have a car, so you're a registered owner and a lien holder. Fantastic. The registered owner is the one who gets sued every time there's a bumpity bump, which means they're going to sue you. Congratulations. All right, if you took this division here and made it the registered owner, the division would be the problem. So you're protecting your assets. And what happens in the beginning is you can listen to people on social media going, you got to own write-off so much in the car. The reality is not a write-off is the issue. The issue is the write-off. No, it's the issue is the liability. Let the corporation's division absorb the car. So you're driving a company car and it's all a damn write-off to the corporation anyway. So why are we getting confused? Next thing, you bought a house. Okay, the problem in the house, it should have been escrow closed homestead trust. You didn't do that either. I have to explain what a homestead is and what type of trust to pick. So if all of a sudden today, and we look at this, this is the management company, 9 loans, that means 9 lines of credit, plus the parent company is 1, equals 10. Okay, now if I can get 100,000 credit here, here, and here, and here, and here, and again, and again, and again, what do I get to do? That equals $1 million of credit. Okay, so the goal is not getting that first card. The goal is getting the cards here and getting 99 more. Well, that's what you can do. But I'd like to get 9 versus 99 more. So again, what do we do? 2026, I have 1,000,000,001 escrows lined up. 1,000,000,001 if you want to play. But again, I'd like you to get a part of a Wendy's restaurant, a storage unit, a laundromat, or car wash. What I've taught people to do for 40 plus years in the original books that I wrote and all these things. Winning the Game of Business, 1976. I actually created in 1975, and I had this solution. I'm going to show the world what they get to do. Wow. I put in their financial freedom. I put in basically cash flow for your time. Because that's what it did for me. I own the rights of those too. 1976, I had $1 million in the bank. I'm driving a Lamborghini. I was going to college. Whee! I was 16. What were you doing? You see, I always did the impossible because I don't like being like anything else. I run my own race. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. Now let's understand. I wanted to create books for dummies because I'm a dummy when I learn something new. I got to master. That's my goal, to master everything I've learned because I want to do it right. But that was already taken, Books for Dummies, so I called it the Millionaire's Founders Kit. And I own the rights of Blueprint for Success. So I got to remind people to quit using it because I own it. So again, you can take a picture. If you ever want a copy of it, you can get it on the Amazon store. It's soon to be at the TikTok shop as well. But again, it's not $5,000 anymore. It's $4.99. Okay, now here's our problem. I believe today you should look in the mirror, and I believe you should stare at yourself and say, you're fired, okay? I'm sorry, I think you did a half-ass, excuse me, I was going to say a bad word, okay? Half blankety blank job. I think it sucks. Here's your life. I lost my job, I'm a whiny baby. Wah, wah, wah. I couldn't find a job next week, wah, wah, wah. A year later, wah, 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 some more. See, the problem is bad days don't last forever, but you took it for 9 years. You drug it on, arrgh! And most of you have crappy little credit cards and crappy little limits because your problem, you don't know how to play the game. Write down credit, time, and money. Credit, time, and money. Write it down. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. I built $60 billion in credit for my clients. Known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People, Lakers, Clickers, Dodgers, and Angels too. A couple of presidents. I don't have a magic wand. Mine's bent and kind of broke. In other words, I don't believe in BS. Okay? So the reality is this. Let's watch what happens. If you allow me to take and add you to my dashboard, and I created one of the original dashboards in 1987, or 87 when I'm trading Ken Yarbrough, TRW and Aspirium. And that's how it became. Oh, this card, 20% rule. What do? Increase the limits. See, some of you got jacked them up. Now all we have to do is basically analyze you. I've analyzed over 50 million people. I won't take a case or a client ever unless I analyze them personally with my team. This is your heartbeat. It's on all the dashboards. All right, here's 200 points in 90 days. Here's 155 points in 90 days. Here's 163 points in 90 days. Again and again and again. See, what happens is, I'm not going to do credit repair and lie and say, not mine, not elite. Kind of BS. That's against federal law anyway. It's public record. But what do? If I analyze you, I can help rebuild you. Rebuild, like Humpty Dumpty. So what's the next thing? Okay? I would like to get you 100,000 in credit. My dashboards, what I get to do is this very simple. I can add you to a dashboard, okay? And I can make sure I use my history, not credit line crap, trade line crap, and use real stuff, real goodies. And then I can ask for an authorized user or separate billing. Never authorized user, it's always separate billing, okay? Now what happens is you have a problem. What did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business with friends and family here today. We're going to jack up the cards, drop the score, can't get any more. And we're going to hawk the house, and we're going to bring the pain home to you and me because we're stupid. You're not stupid, you just did stupid. I do not understand why people do stupid. I'm sorry. I wrote the rules and tools. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years in front of people. Where the blank have you been? All cards need a damn sticky. Dummy proof this, because I have to. What happens is very simple. A $10,000 card is only $2,100. You take that card to more than 30%, you drop the score hill, you got stuck, you're in the yellow, then you're in the red. Then you're stuck. Good people have crap happen all the time. You're a good person, you lost your job. This is 10. I want to get 10 of these for you. This is 50. I don't want to get 2 of these, only 1 of these. If you put your sticky. Now here's the problem. Your excuse will be, I lost my job, I got to use my credit, blah, 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 blah. These don't fluctuate. Write it down. I got them to do a POT over time 18 years ago. They do not fluctuate up to $1 million, $1 million bucks. During that old blankety blank week, month, or year, use these cards. Your score will never drop. Never drop. Your problem is your lack of knowledge. All right? See, we're not stupid. We fall stupid. We're getting older, slower. Hell, we're not as pretty as we used to be. Corporation division process. What do we get to do? It's simple. All right? I had basically my Jack in the Box over here. I had my Subway. I had my 31 flavor ice cream place. I had my shopping centers. I had my apartments over here. And what do I get to do? See, listen carefully. When I developed the division process, it gets their own credit files. We can multiply credit. That's the go. But again, one of my clients call it stacking. But they got sued too for copying me. So if I have the ability to roll the dice, why would it be me? Everybody sucks. See, being you, sorry, you bring the pain home. Can you knock it off, please? I want to get you 100,000 in credit. Here's 200,000. These are 150s. There's 300,000. How much would you like? How much would you like? It's simple. We get to play the game. Write down checkbook money. Write down checkbook money. Write down blueprint loans. It's simple. We get to learn to play the game to win if you want to. Now, you drive by your opportunity every day. I don't understand that. You drive by the opportunity. If you want a mouse pad with your opportunities right here. Or if not, you'll be a chance to take a picture. Make it your screensaver. Make it on your computer or your cell phone. You're going to stop. Write down right now. Today is the 21st of November. Write down 21st of November. You do what you're told to do today, not next week and all this crap. You put things off. You're a procrastinator, and hell, that kills the damn dream. Today, you do what you're told to do or asked to do. You follow through, and I guarantee you that $10,000 a month to a corporation starting next year. But again, you got the guts. Because what? You got comfortable, you got the job, paid the bills, and you stress out all the time. Your friend and family kind of ripped you off. You brought the damn pain home to yourself. Storage unit. We're going to do what I did. I bought my first one, shared a piece with my ex-father-in-law. We got $17,350 a month. Is that good? It didn't come to me. It didn't come to him. It came to our corporations. Absorb the money to get the honey. Debt offsets taxes. Write it down. Debt offsets taxes. Borrow money is not taxable. I've been teaching and preaching this for 49 years, and then we get a paycheck, and our house payment offsets the paycheck. Wow. If you want, you can listen and learn today, but you can also follow through. Your biggest problem is you. Look in the mirror, fire yourself today. This is one of my books. I've written over 67 books, got another 50 coming around too. What is this? This is Starting Out Right. This has been developed over the years, very simple. I want it to start the credit file for everyone in high school and college. Because I don't want them to screw up like we did. You screwed up. I want to start their file for free. I want to give them the first damn credit card for free. We're not going to do what they say on the social media. We're going to get a capital one. I watched 9 idiots. 9 ding-dongs, okay? It's the same damn thing. You need a capital and check card. That's an inquiry. No. I'll get in the first card. Simple. I got someone $2,000 earlier today. If not, I'll tell you Open Sky. Capital Bank. $200, spend $25. See, we have to help the next generation because we screwed up. You screwed up. That's a free download. Would you like to play yet? Everybody, you might want to get a copy for you because there's a lot of things you need to learn. It's simple. What do we do, Billy? What do we do, Susie? We're in the kitchen at the table. We're sitting with our friends and family. Oh, goody. Let's jack the suckers up. Let's drop the score. Let's be stupid and can't get any more. Well, hell, that's what you did. It sucks. Why would anybody jack up the wrong damn card? What the hell's wrong with people? I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where you been? That's on you. It's always been on you. If you don't listen and learn, hey, enjoy your, what is it, good life or misery? It's up to you. See, life is trying to kick our assets. They're trying to kick our assets. We're living in hell. We get to die. We get a better place. That's just my theory about that too, because I've been to the other place one time. Now, the NACB certified me. Here's how I told and I trained Yarborough in the 70s and 80s. Oh, this card. 28% rule. All right? Green is 29%. Yellow is 30, 50 is red. Well, I only use 50% red. Yeah, you're in the friggin' red. The building's on fire. You don't even know it. See, they can't just say below 30 because that doesn't make sense. We need to know the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Only people lie. So what do? We maintain 750 score. Ever. Why would you build and screw up? And then some of your husbands and wives, what do? You do it together. You screwed up together. Congratulations. Isn't it he or she who's the backup? She screws up. He's not screwed up. He screws up. He's not screwed up. I mean, I don't understand. Do you have a birth certificate? Do you have a birth certificate? I want you to look at it today, and I want you to look at your first name, your middle name, your last name, and mommy's last name. Do you know you have 3 chances to try? As long as I'm trying, I'm not dying. If you're not trying, hell, you might as well be dead. That's up to you. You got the ability to play, but can you listen and learn and follow through today? Oh, I rhyme all the time too, sorry. I rhyme with both hands, talk at the same time. We got recall and Mustangs, and what do? Oh my goodness. We get to play my way. Your way sucks. Sorry. You have 5 ways to kill a debt. 5 ways. And if you have a problem with the IRS, what do? They have a form called 656 433A and B. Get back in the system. Quit trying to screw them out of money. The IRS is in control. They're going to beat you. They're going to go get you. So you got to play the game. Let's pay as much tax as we have to. You heard what I said. Have to. Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a scam. They're not allowed to collect money up front, but they do it every day. And they're all social media. Blah, 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 blah. And there's even the Credit Organization Act. Wow. That was from the AB 10, by the way. So if you want today, why don't you basically just Google the word Section 611. Google it. It'll come right up what you can do. As it says, 30 days, 15-day grace period, plus 1 more day is 46 days. That's why I came up with the 46 days for verification. Take a picture. I wrote a book 40 years ago. We kept updating all the time. Winning the credit game. There it is. It's a free download. Everybody in the world gets it for free. Free. Why not? I'm just trying to change the damn world. Why not? Letters to creditors and credit bureaus. They're all using them anyway. So learn to play. There's me. There you are. I'm challenging you. You got the challenge? See, what does this mean? If you use my address, listen to the words, if you use my address and you're out of state, that's even better. Because what happens is, all right, I can block crap as I use the address here to pop you more credit. If you use my address here and do a rapid rescore, I can make the stuff disappear and then get some credit to mean you can balance your debt. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to be liable for a debt you might owe. It's a way to give you a breathing room. It's a way to buy some time because you jacked up your credit and you're stuck. So every one of you should write down, let's use Ray's address, all right, in California. See, there's basically what happens. And I understand what happens too. We're going to go over here to the board. You're going to write down SS5, write down SS5 now, equals SSN equals 1040 tax return. Write it down. See, until you know how to play the game and the rules and tools, the problem is you're guessing with your friends and family. What happens is, let's not guess. We have a problem. You went to the social administration department, the building. You got in line. Huh. They told you, go over here. I'm a sheep. Quack, quack, quack. I'm a duck. Get in line. Can I have one, please? That's what you did. I don't get it. I do not understand why you don't question things. I went in line, did the same thing. Bah, bah, quack, quack. I go to the front. I get to turn my paper. Ma'am, I gotta ask some questions, please. Why does this say SS5? Is this the IRS? Is this the IRS? SS5? SS4? So the Social Administration building, it's part of the IRS if you don't know this, and that's just what they do. They issue the SSN. You get one chance to try. And if you're not in a corporation division process, it's over because you blow it all the time. If we get one SSN, we're stuck. Oh my goodness, son of a biscuit, what do we do? Well, let's understand, you are entitled to 3 divisions of you. 3 divisions of you. See, your problem is you're stuck, and that kind of sucks. But you have the ability with no intent to do fraud. If you had this here in a line of defense, like banks and grocery stores do all the time, wow, what could we do? I'll bet you could repackage you. Let's write down SS4. Let's write it down. You see, an entity. Write down entity, employer, you. Write down the 3 words. It's very simple. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about today. Again, I'm not here to be CPA attorney to show you what's public record because you didn't bother to pay attention. You could have a new file and basically have take care of your debts and have the alternative to get past go. You're stuck. You're 35 to 75 years old and you're disappointed. Why? Because you think the world basically owes you the world, but they don't owe you anything. Because the magic wand didn't work. Mine don't work. Whee! How about we rebuild you? You get past go and you get that $10,000 a month to a corporation that absorbs the money, debt offsets taxes, and you figure out what your paycheck needs to be. Here's a question I don't think you can answer. What is the total money you need for your family and your kids today? What does that income need to be? Not a guess, the real number. What is the number? Numbers do not lie, people lie. Get to the fact you understand how to play my way. Your way sucks. Why do I say that? It's true. I got my first million structure at 14 friggin' half years old. First billion to structure, 21. 2.6 billion, 26. Second largest advertiser in California for 32 friggin' years. You gotta play my way because your way, again, sucks. Ducks. SSN, SS4. That's what controls debt. That's what can file bankruptcy. And that's what brings the paying home or not. Your problem is you could know how to play. Let's play my way. Why? Because I can start the entity, the credit report now in the dashboard I set up in 87. But it's up to you. You brought the pain home. Why? Why? I won't bring that damn pain home. I'd rather die. That car is a Lamborghini. It's an LP640 Lamborghini. I didn't buy it. The division bought it. You see the registered owner, that scares the crap out of me. All right, you're driving a car. We know there's going to be a bumpity bump. We just don't win. And when it happens, they're going to call one of these bloodsuckers on TV. I'm number 1 bloodsucker. You got billboards on the freeway. I'm number 1 bloodsucker. When I was a kid, they called them ambulance chasers. I thought that was against the law. They're going to sue you. And you and your spouse are going to go through the rabbit hole because you have to plan the problem. The car was basically through a division process under tax ID. And what happens if I have a problem, I created the 3-step. Every time there was a problem, I created solutions for the problem. Very simple to do. There's 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Another SS4 replaces it. See, every entity has an SS4, so you get some more. And we got credit reports too. You keep bringing the pain, it'll be you. Sucks. I don't understand that. So why are you stressed? I got everything I want. I don't have a paycheck. Why would I want one of those? If I want it, just go get it. It's simple. But again, what do? I want you to have a division of you. Can you write that down? Write division of you or division of me. Because I want you to do it under the corporation legitimately. No intent to do fraud. And I want that division of me to replace you and fire you because you suck. Sorry, your cards are jacked up and they're crappy little ones anyway. If we did this for the credit card, house, or a franchise, you'd never bring the pain home. There's the dashboard I created in 1987. I basically was training Yarborough, TRW, and Asperian. My goal was oldest card, 29% rule. We don't even know it until you heard it from me. It's ridiculous. I can start a credit file by SSN SS4. It's right there. Isn't that fun? A person, a corporation, a division, even a subsidiary. Banks have corps and only corps, like cities and states. Wow. We could actually play the game to win. What a concept. Why don't you pay attention today? A credit file. Now, understand, Ken Yarbrough and I wrote file segregation. You wanted to set up new files. I didn't want to do that. Ken's argument is, well, the tax ID and division takes a little 90 days. Who cares? You want to lie. I don't want to lie. You lie like a damn rug. A division has the ability to replace you if you want it to. But anything, it gives you a second chance. You don't bring the pain home. But again, you got to be part of a program to understand that. Today, you're going to Zelle me some money. You don't know it. You're going to Zelle me. You're going to get away with all your damn excuses. You're going to Zelle me today. And if you do, you put your phone number in that Zelle in the middle of the message, and I'm going to give you a free phone call with me. Instead of $500, it's free when you Zelle more than $1,000 today. I'm going to say basically Zelle, now, and always good. I've been saying that all my life, always good. So if you do this, now if you need to talk to a specialist, they're waiting for you too. The ultimate goal, what do we need to do? 800-254-9506. If you use a credit card, do anything today. If you want to, we charge 5% more. So the bank charges us. You're going to pay the fee. I'm not paying your fee for it. What do? Now, on social media, you have this gentleman. I'm going to take a collection call. I'm an expert. Oh, goody. All right, by the way, it's his daughter. It's ridiculous, okay? Let's understand. All right, consumer credit counseling was on all the credit bureaus years ago, my company, and I'll give you a debt crisis intervention. I want you to take a picture. See, every one of you need a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. You got to know what the truth is. I don't like people who can't help me. Neither do you. Credit Karma, they have two reports, two only. They don't have the spear and the main one we need anyway. They have no phone number to help you. Okay, they've been indicted 6 times and they advertise all the time, blah, blah, blah. All right, I want you to fire them. I want you to write down Analytical 750. They have all 3 credit reports. Now you're going to be part of LifeLock. Oh, goody for that. Mark started the company. He was indicted, came out of prison anyway. All right, LifeLock was indicted 6 times, $100 million the last time. They carry a $2 million bond, the black web. Analytical carries a $5 million bond, and there's a phone number to call you all the time. So no more BS, okay? If you want a line of credit at Chase Bank, all right, or anything on the banks, what are they going to do? They got to pull Asperian.com. So let's understand. You're going to take a picture, and you're going to scan. You're going to. I pray you do what I tell you to do, because I'll get you where you want to go. Take your picture. You're going to scan it. You're going to spend $25 a month. That's right. Why? Because they're going to analyze you the first time for free, and every 46 days they're going to call you. They're going to tell you what to do. It's even cheaper than being a member of Asperian.com. That's $34.99. What do we get to do? Mindset. Look at this guy. This guy took 2 steps and jumped up to kick the light at 13 feet. And the people on this side said, what? Guinness Book of Records, he came in and goes, where's the wires? He kind of pissed me off. He ran like a little girl. My ass answers high six locker. Oh, by the way, it's me. I used to jump over like 6 lockers just for the hell of it. Kick the door jam at 10. The basket move at 14. So let me explain that white man can jump. Only stupid people say we don't. I don't like stupid. Do you like stupid? We see it, we believe it, go get it. I got a TV show coming up, and I also do podcasts too. And all the broadcasts that I do every day, 6 days a week for you. I'm looking for 50 people next year. I have 1 billion and one escrows lined up. Escrows. So what happens is very simple. I don't want you to give me the money for escrow. I think those are Ponzi's. I'm going to give you a line of credit, blueprint loan. You're going to write a check to escrow. I'm going to be part of the escrow too. I'm going to get you that laundromat, that dry cleaners, the car wash, and all these pieces, what I've done for over 49 years. Oh, goody. You see, there was a division process. You do have some clients out there going, oh, you need a laundromat and car wash. Excuse me, you don't want to run the damn thing. It's a management company. They're telling half the story because they're my clients from past before. What do we get to do? You want to join the radio show and the TV show? It's fun. Now, if you like me today, Google me. Please, I got a 5-star review today. 5 stars, yay! Wow, good Google. Thank God you got out of your indictment. Let's understand. Not everybody likes me. Everybody likes you. I was in a coma in 2009, and I got these reviews back then. These crappy people put me down, and it wasn't even me. What do we do? I offered them $1,000 to go away, and they don't want to do that, so I had to sue them. Remember, nowadays the law changed. If somebody puts you down and slanders you can sue the crap out of them for $100 million. Why not? Trump does. We can do the same thing. So if you like me today, Google review. That'd be nice. If not, please leave me alone. Because not everybody likes you, nobody likes me. That's how it works. We got to deal with this world today. That's okay. Grant's going out there, I'm going to sue them all. Good luck, Grant. Take your picture. You'll find basically a landing page that shows books, referral program, corporations, all the promotions you get to do. Would you like me to pay you some money today? Would you like $1,000 today? I'll sell you $1,000. Why not? I'll sell you $1,000. Okay, see what happens, some of you, oh, I can't afford it, ooh, whiny baby, whiny baby. See, I gave you 10% for every referral you do. If Billy can get to millionaire from being homeless to millionaire status, so could you. So the bottom line, there's no excuses anymore. You're stuck with me 6 days a week. Won't that be fun? It'd be fun for me. Let's think. It takes 38 steps to reach your goal. That's it. That's all it is. And from there, we have to master 8 times in a row. That's why I want you to write things down and record in your brain. What are we trying to do? I can only tell you about me. Got the first main structure at 14 and a half years old because I sold a little patent here and there. And then I got a big, and then I got another one, another one, another one, another one. But it wasn't me. I don't have any money. I'm not dumb enough to say I'm rich. Oh, yeah. I don't understand, stupid. The IRS, I hope they indict everyone who opens their fat mouths next year. I'm rich, look at me. When you say, I'm rich, you just pierced your veil. They're going to come get you again, some of you. But let's go down. Let's understand. It's a numbers game. What did I do? I was 17 and a half years old. I got 19 houses, put it in corps and corporations, have fun, got 9 more. And what did I do? That was corp to corp. Then it came to division process. I went to an event. I was all over the registered newspaper in the LA Times. Wow, they're selling payphones. What is that about? I go to this event. They say a payphone is $1,600 with the route, installed, ready to go, and they make about $300 a month. $1,600. I stood up with my Security Pacific Standard and the banks in line of credit. Said, I'll take 10. I'll take 10 right now. They gave you an average of $300 a month. It's a dummy-proof business. I don't do a damn thing. It's simple. All right, so it's a book for dummies. So if we get the line of credit and we get those payphones, how many months does it take to actually get past the $300 a month for what it costs, $1,600? It's numbers. See, numbers never lie. Only people lie. So many people full of blah, 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 blah. I want to guarantee you $10,000 a month. But you have to be a foundation of credit and storage and what and pieces, and we get to do the houses and the products and the services, and we get to play the game. So if we want $10,000 a month, I'm going to say income. There's so many people putting, no, you don't want income, you want assets. How do I pay my bills if I don't have income and take care of my family, you idiot? I got to take care of the family first, then I will do this. If you don't focus on family, you're not the person you need to be. $10,000, $100,000 a month. What do we do? You might want to go to the TikTok shop as I set up that store too, and Amazon.com. There it is right there. Yay! Some free downloads. Well, let's have some fun. All right, take a picture. Here's your problem. You drove by the storage unit the other day on the busy street or the side street. Why didn't you ask who owned it? Why don't you own it, Billy? EV charging stations, laundromats, car washes, dry cleaners, fourplex, apartment complex, hotels or apartments, fast food, and gas stations with store. That's what I've been doing for 49 years. What have you been doing? It's dummy-proof business. It's boring and steady. And I'll call it basically boring and steady all the day. I want to do steady. I want to do boring and steady. I just want to get a cash flow and what? Free up my time. I put in my book when I was 16 years old. This is auto income, by the way. I didn't know to call it passive income residual. I don't give a crap. I want money to come in to pay my bills. Isn't that the first thing we should do is pay the bills and take care of the family? I told you to take a picture of this earlier today. I hope that you do. Make it your screensaver, your phone and computer. Get possessed, ready to go get it. That's what I do when I have a goal. I don't stop till I get it. Got it so far? Maybe you should actually print that in color and laminate it, put it on your refrigerator or desk at work. There's your future. There's where you screwed up. Sorry. You're 45 to 75, 35, whatever. And you're like, oh, what do I do? I don't want you to be an entrepreneur. I want you to have a corporation, invest money in an escrow. I want you to own a piece. Then you become an entrepreneur. Wow, wouldn't that be fun? So what do? I have over 1 billion and one lined up for next year. See, next year's my 50th year of helping people almost 6 days a week, live. It's my last year I'm going to play. Part-time or full-time, we'll see what happens that too. Because I got other people to take over for me. I got to go on a business trip. I got to take my beautiful, hot CFO, all right, basically all around the world. See, I'm dating the girl that I married 20 years ago. I'm still dating her every day. You never treat her like a wife. You treat her like a girlfriend. And you chase her around the house every day. I do that every day. It's kind of fun. You want to play, get $5,000, $10,000 a month? That's what you should do. But let's do this. Let's connect the dots. How about you join my club called Puppet Master? Why not? It's kind of fun. Now, let's pretend you're going to do what I asked you to do. I'm going to get you a Blueprint loan, a Stellar Bank, Chase, or basically American Express, and a checkbook money. You're going to take this, what I set you up and repackage it my way, and you can put money in an escrow. You're going to write a check. So when escrow closes in one of your divisions, the money comes to here, and the organization accepts the money, and it basically doesn't pay tax, so it's profitable. Isn't that fun? Debt offsets taxes. What do? What if you did it for a year with me? All right, you're going to get 6 escrows closed. I'll say 10 if you're aggressive like me, 10. But it's up to you. So let's say, I'm going to be part of every one of these. I have to be. If I line up the line of credit, you understand, we're using my bank accounts as verification for lines of credit because we partnered up in an agreement. I can show all kinds of money that you can't show. And they're going to say yes, yes, yes versus no. 3 people plus me. Well, I want a laundromat, dry cleaning, car wash. Up to $3,200 a month. Okay. How about $50,000 in a project? That's a storage unit, 4-plex. Okay, I like that. Up to $5,600. How about we put $75,000, have some more people in the group? In escrow. We're getting a deed of trust. Hey, I'm sorry you blew this a long time ago. You've been driving by your opportunity your whole life, don't even realize it as well. How about $7,500 a month? How about $100,000? We put $96.20. You see, we're going to play, we're going to win. I'm part of every escrow, and I don't lose ever. So you get to play in my way. Take a picture. Take a picture. If you have the 9 divisions, in the 18 division, it was 9 for locations, 9 lines of credit, you have the opportunity to create an income to the corporation of $100,000 a month and get $10,000 paycheck if that's what you need. Your paycheck is going to be what you need to maintain your lifestyle. Income is lifestyle. Write it down. Income is lifestyle. But again, that's going to be up to you. I'll help you set that up too. We're going to do tax balancing. Don't worry, I wrote a book on that too. We get to play the game to be a puppet master. This is a representation of about $2.2 billion in real estate fun and 21 cars in the car collection. See, I'd wear my suit, my Versace suit right there, and I make sure my watch matches the suit and the car too. Same way, this is what I did. So it depends on what color shirt I wear is what watch I'm going to wear today. Wow! We had about $3 million in Rolexes at one time. So what does this represent? The buildings and the cars. That's the 1,013 divisions. 1,013 divisions. Ooh, I don't know which turd's going to slip, fall, and try to sue me and screw me up. You don't know the same thing with you. But your friends and family, some of them did that to you as well. That kind of sucks. Why don't we play my way? Here's my problem in 1984. I got this nasty letter in the mail. It said I'm going to have to pay franchise tax fee, $800 to $1,000. What the what? Per corporation. See, back then it was corpse to corpse like the banks and grocers and cities do. That's okay. All right, but again, now I have to pay that for what? I own some Shakey's, 31 flavors, some Subways, shopping centers, and condos, and houses too. Oh my goodness, what do I do? Sacramento time. Sacramento, California. I asked two departments, here's my question, can I create an entity under the corporation, all right, that doesn't pay franchise tax fee? Now write down employer, entity, and you. Write down employer, entity, you. Write it down, come on. This form back then said husband and wife and partner. That's it. It's been modified over 10 times now. Your corporation will have a basically you'll be 4A. 4A. Yeah, 4A. That means you own a piece, a deed of trust. Wow. And then I'll be number 4 in one of my corporations. Because we're going to need more people for the down payment and the seller finance and all the goodies. What do? We have a B and a C. You see, you get to own something. Could you imagine? Why don't you own the Wendy's across the street? What the hell's wrong with you? What the heck's wrong with you? Okay, sorry, honey. We get to play the game to win. I've been doing this since 1987, again and again. Play with me. We'll get to the American dream. But I'm online 6 days a week, live all the time, and we're going to be winning the game of business. Now, we know 2026 is coming around, okay? What happens is, here's a program that our manager, her name is Brandy, like the whiskey. All right, this is 90 days you're stuck with me every 3 weeks. 100,000 in credit, blueprint call, and 18 book CDs and 18 divisions. Each division is about $1,000. We put the credit reports there, and we put the tax ID when we need it too. So if I get you 2 of these, would you like 99 more? Now they want $15,000 at the office for that. Okay, but their discount is very simple. The discount, all right, is $9,900. It's just 10 grand. There you go, $10,000. That's their discount. Okay, and then because we have Black Friday coming up, the office price today is $7,000. $7,000 today. It's a good price. But Black Friday is coming up. Today, if you did this during the web, when I'm done talking, forget it. It's up to you. It's $3,000 today. 18 divisions, 100,000 of credit. Stuck with me for 90 days in a blueprint call. For anybody who's got the guts, it's $3,000 today. There you go. No excuses. But that's up to you. Now, if you want to play with me for a year, you get to do that too. Only 40 people can do that part. Because I broadcast every day like today, now, and I can only do 3 calls today plus the broadcast and all the podcast too. So here's what happens. I'd like to get you 100,000 credit for personal and business. Is that all right? 100,000 each, okay? Then I want a blueprint you call. I want a blueprint and give you your list. I'm going to tell you what to do every 3 weeks, step by step, so you can't screw it up. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. So are you. We get to play my way for 12 months. If you do this and you're very aggressive, you should have about 10 escrows. That's how you get the 100,000 income. That's how you get the 10,000, and that's what you need. Again, your paycheck is based on what you need to pay your bills and have your house payment offset the taxes. So I'll bet you don't need 10,000, but we'll get to that point. This is 27,000. The office wants to give it for 10 today, not tomorrow, not next week. If you want to put $2,500 down, you can do that too. And then you get to make payment arrangements. That's up to you with the office and the specialist. But again, because you made payments, you didn't pay it right away, you only get 100,000 credit anyway. Okay. Now, I love when this happened. Nick did great. I love this. 7,000 bucks it was done today. That's right, 200,000 credit. You get a year of me. Today, not tomorrow. If you try to do tomorrow, no way in blankety blank. That's now or never, flat out. If you want to play, and we're going to win the game of business. There's 1,000 steps to millionaire structure. And I only show goodies that I live and have fun with. Okay, 5 islands and hundreds and harbor houses on all islands is fun. I like helicopters, Lamborghinis, and big buildings too. We get to play the game. I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonaventure, Long Beach Marriott, Holiday Inn, Orange County, Hilton, Ontario. 3 events live, always around the hotel, lines and lines and lines. That was fun. 32 years being the second largest advertiser in California. I sold that for $5,000 a set. You can get it for 500 bucks today. Wow, 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 isn't that fun? So this one. I had a no crap day too. What do I do? My question is why? My building is 22,000 square foot. Irvine Spectrum. I got locations in 3 states as well. My wife wants to take 72 people out on one of the yachts. 72 people on the yachts. Okay, that's the middle yacht. Why not? The next day, I'm in a virus. I got a virus because somebody was sick. I get to go in a coma. I get to die and come back and help you, and they stole all my goodies too. Well, that kind of sucks. My wife called Ron, my district manager. What did he do? Instead of helping, he went to the office to steal books and CDs. I got 50 million people in my database. I did radio shows and TV shows with George Putnam, David Hortz, and all kinds of people for years. I got 50 million people in my database. He wants the highest bidder. By the way, it was a porn site. Never call the phone number on the CDs today. All right, Tom sold my life because he felt I was just going to be dead. I don't need it anyway. Who do you trust today? You got choices today. Your choices are very simple. I'm going to blueprint you. You and me are on that phone, Zelle, Zoom, all right, Zoom, whatever it is, or Teams. You and I. What are we going to do for an hour plus? I'm going to dissect you like Humpty Dumpty. I'm going to do what Joanne said when I was in the 1st grade, a blueprint. All right, and understand, Tony Robbins, I own Blueprint Success. You don't want me to sue you again, do you? So stop using it. Cashflow Fever Time, you know who you are. I got to sue you again. Why do people steal my goodies? I don't understand. Past, present, and future. I want to know if you got a bankruptcy or tax problem in the past. Did you ever screw American Express or Chase? I need to know that too. They don't like to forgive you. Past. Or family and corporation. What corporate you got? How many divisions you got? You need 18, by the way, if you don't have it. We're going to get irrevocable trust. Irrevocable trust. We're going to understand how to do this the right way. Not LLC and trust all of them. Get my cowboy hat. Look like a do. Howdy doody. I've seen so much crap on the internet. It's ridiculous. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die. I got a program for that too. Planning to die. Cars, the division. The house is through a trust. And we're going to focus on auto income. All right, cash flow for you. Time in my book in 1976. I was 16 when I wrote it. Blueprint calls $5,000. You and your partner of life. The office sells it for $2,000. There you go. I give it away while I'm online. It's broadcast for $9.99. There you go, again and again. If you are part of a program with me and getting into a project or partner up with me, that blueprint call's free. Isn't that fun? Now, what do we get to do? We're going to be winning the game of business. There's that Zelle. I told you, now, and always good. Right there, take a picture. What happens if you need to talk to a specialist right away? They're waiting for you right away. They're waiting for you now. If you put your phone number in the Zelle, if you Zelle, only if you Zelle, right now when I'm talking, you Zelle, put your phone number, you get a free phone call. If you don't, forget it. I'm not going to call you for free. No way in blankety blank. You're going to pay for it. Because you didn't do what I asked you to do. That's how it works. If you need to talk to a specialist, it's 800-254-9506. We get to play. Now there's me. I hit my head. You believe it or not, I have this gouge into my skull and my here, right here. Ah! Blood everywhere. Blah. Well, I just jumped up and kicked the lights. The guy pissed me off. Oh, well, what can I say? I'm on my way down, so the hair's still up. So I was even higher than that. Wow. What is the goal? If I can touch it, I can kick it. Got it so far? So let's protect our assets and never bring the pain home. Every goodie's a division. I like goodies. And it's always good. I've been saying that since I was a little boy. All the creepy grown-ups. How you doing, little boy? They knew I was being used and abused. No one gave a damn about me. Nobody gave a damn. Always good. In other words, I wouldn't give you the time of day and get what? No, thank you. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. To this day, that's my calling sign. Don't ever ask me how I'm doing because that's what you're going to hear. Always good. Because it's a mindset. Now, here's the problem, okay? If I blueprint you and use my bank accounts for you, or you partner up with me and I get some loans for you, the best thing you could use is my address here. Blueprint loans use my bank accounts, okay? Listen carefully. My bank accounts on a blueprint loan uses my accounts at this address here, so that when we get the loan, it has to match the address. So everybody doing a blueprint loan has to have an address here, or if not, we can't match the dots. That's what they do. They want to line into account. They want to verify who's even the signer of that too. So the blueprint people are going to have an address here. Now, I lease out 12 feet at a time. Would you like 12 feet? It's not shared office space. Today, you could have made $1,000 by referring people to me. Here's what you're going to do, since you kind of blew that. Make a list of everybody you got today, and you're going to send them a link tomorrow for all the classes. There's 5 classes. It's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time all through the day. If they buy anything, you get 10%. Would you like me to sell you 1,000 today or tomorrow? It's up to you. Now, I got a sad story. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a damn. I was born in a taxi, used and abused as a kid, ate out of a freaking trash can. All they went is blah, 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 blah. You got what I wanted. I wanted a family. I wanted a daddy and a mommy. Well, I didn't get that. You got it. Good for you. What do we do? Now, you're going to need Dun & Bradstreet for your corporations. You're going to have profit and non-profit because I said so. Yeah, write it down. Now, what are they going to do? Analytical 750? They're going to call you every 46 days. They're going to show you 3 bureaus, a Spear and Treasure, and Equifax. They're going to analyze you the first time for free, $25 a month. Then they're going to help you with the Dun & Bradstreet, Spear and Treasure, and Equifax. That'd be kind of fun. Don't worry, the app's going to be at the Apple Store next year too. See, I want to get Credit Karma fired, and I want to make sure LifeLock doesn't rip anybody off anymore. Is that okay with you? Take your picture, because we're going to show you the truth. It'll set you free. Chapter 18, what does it say? Not legal or accounting advice. I'm not here to be CPA and attorney. Okay, it's right there too. I said it and it's there. This is my disclaimer. Wow. Chapter 18. I think this is where you don't understand. Ray, my corporation protects me because my attorney said so. Oh, goody for you. He's practicing law, or she is, and they haven't got it right yet, by the way. When they sue a corp, they sue you. Congratulations. Quack, quack, quack. You received 2. Corporation is legal. What? You're in the officers. You're on the bank account. All right, you're on everything, and they sue you, and you bring the pain home anyway. Corporations were designed by Supreme Court as a legal person to receive money, not pay tax, till you're profitable. So what do we do? I was 7.5 when I heard that. Went down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was the library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude too. I guess she's not used to a 7.5-year-old kid asking a corporation a legal person, what does it mean? 5 minutes later, here's a mocker face, here's a book. Oh, goody, the book. I was looking for a blueprint. Joanne said everything's a blueprint. She watered Apollo 9, 11, and 13, says the national engineer. When we landed in Delane Street, okay, but it didn't have a blueprint. What do I do? Create my own. Not required to file a fictitious business name, 17983. That was wrong. That was wrong because the form said husband, wife, and partner. See, I get visions in my head. I can connect the dots mentally. And that's what I did. Wow, wow, wow. What do we get to do? You see, if you don't do a corporation profit and non-profit now, next year you won't be able to say it's done last year. You need to have time. Age of a corp is the birth date, so is the division, so when we were born too. You might want to think about now, but it's up to you. My first corporation was known as Helping Hand Industries. Helping Hand, understand what that means, helping hand. So what do? I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. Everybody did in the 70s and 80s. It just came in the mail. Whee! Do you know that corporation cost me $10? You got $10? Oh, I'm sorry. Nowadays, after all those years, it's 30. You spend thousands of dollars for a corporation, didn't diddly squat. I hope your men and I hope your women kick their assets for wasting the money from the family. Because that was stupid. You learn diddly squat? No, 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 no. Start the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille, got sued about that too. Belongs to the Braille Institution. I thought the goal was never to bring the pain home. That would be the goal, right? You keep bringing the pain home every day. Nonprofit, wow. The 501c3 exemption, attorneys are charged up to $15,000. I teach people how to do that for free. No wonder they hate me. Free, free, free. I like free. So we're going to be winning the game of business, by the way. I want you to get some Trump money. He's going to give millions and billions away next year, as long as you have a nonprofit with a 501c3 the previous year. There you go. You could have some fun. There's even credit cards with zero liability. Google wants to give up to $10,000. Okay. If you had a nonprofit filed today, it's a corporation not-for-profit, and then if you go get your federal exemption, it's known as a classification of what? Nonprofit, recognized by the IRS. Ooh, goody! If you had houses for elderly, hospice, food delivery, and transportation, you could bring in 4 times than a McDonald's does and get a damn paycheck. A paycheck. So you can pay your bills. Isn't that the goal? Let's get some Trump money. Now, again, that's city, state, and federal government. They have dashboards. You can go get some money, and that way you can build your future and your honey. There you go. But it has to be filed now to be able to use it for next year to get the money. It's up to you. As we play, I do a nonprofit organization class for 2 hours every 11 weeks. Isn't that fun? I've been doing these classes for 49 years. Where have you been? Now, if you want a nonprofit today, you want me to do all the work for you. I'm going to do a nonprofit corporation, have it filed, hand it to you, no problem. And then I'm going to give you the exemption and the tax ID. We're going to guide you every step of the way and put you in the class and the workshops. It's usually about 10 grand. But again, we got to do a little differently today. I'd like to hand you, this is because it's Black Friday coming up, 100,000 of credit to the nonprofit. You can do that too. 18 divisions to build what? $1 million of credit. Even the nonprofit builds credit. And 1 call with me. There you go. But again, today, if you did it today, now, it's 5 grand. Do it later, they'll charge you the full price. Discounts are only through me. I'm the founder of the organization, and I can give it away just like I did today. You don't do it? I'm going to say you blew it. Let's go get some Trump money. Now, here's my specialty classes. You might want to take a picture. I've been doing these classes for 49 years in rotation every Saturday at 7 p.m. and 9 o'clock right after the goal-setting class. Where have you been? I've been out there for 49 years, 6 days a week helping people for free. What did you do? I don't get it. But that's on you. Take a picture, scan it, find out a bunch of goodies about me, gonna have some fun and play, and we get to play the game. Now here's our problem. Ray, I got an LLC, I don't have a corporation. Well, the LLC is a limited liability company, but it's classified as a corporation when you file bankruptcy, or if you file what? Tax returns. Your LLC making money is gonna be turned to an S Corp, because I said so. Can you imagine on a corporation, you signed for the car, the lease of a building, you signed your name, and the credit card. Did you know you could actually sign it as a division of you over here? You could sign it as a division. I signed the lease of this building as Ray Reynolds SS4. Why would I use my SSN? That's called stupid. I only got one of those. But I get as many as with no intent to do fraud. So we could play and have a division of ourselves under the corporation. See, attorneys actually incorporate their own name. You could do the same thing too. Wow, what can we do? SOS.whatever state you're in, that's ca.gov, and you check it out today. 47% of you will use your home address on your corporation for the officers list. That's called stupid. You're not stupid. You told the whole world where you live because they sell an mailing list. Why don't we set up a line of defense? Why don't we set up a division? A division to protect your assets. And never bring the pain home. Wouldn't that be fun? So what do? Let's protect you like Humpty Dumpty. You got all the goody pieces. Let me add pieces to you missing, okay? Let's work together so we can sing Kumbaya. I like that. You can register for classes all through tomorrow. Even today, we get to play and have fun. All right, I like goodies. You like goodies? No goodies in my name because I'm not stupid. Now, if you want free corporation, take your picture right there, right there. So, men, if your wife's next to you, she better go in the other room because she's going to kick your assets for wasting money and learn diddly squat. They're free in all 50 states. Free! You pay a little filing fee. That's it. Why would you spend thousands? Brian spent $4,700 got to court and had to pay the filing fee. When his wife found out, she punched him in the arm. I think she wanted to kill him. You're basically pissed away the family's money and learn nothing? Free. I like free. Play will play with me. What do? Listen carefully. Let's take corporate credit. Let's buy our lifetime income. Debt offsets taxes. And what do? Borrow money is not taxable. So that way you get your Wendy's restaurant, your fourplex, your apartment complex. Now today. Only today because it's Friday. I'm not going to do this tomorrow because that's no fun. It's Friday. And if you say, thank God it's Friday, you're a ding-dong. No. Every day counts because every day God gave us a day to basically pray all through the day. $25,000 in credit. The office charges $2,500. Well, the discount through me today is simple. It's $19.99. Here's your choice. Listen carefully. So I'm making this up as we go. You want $25,000 in credit. Hopefully someone in the call center is watching. If you want $25,000 in credit, it's $9.99 if you did it right away. Okay? If you want $25,000, I turn it into $50. I'm going to double the number. It's $19.99. Now, if you did the $19.99 today, now, I'm going to make it $75,000 if it's done right away by Zelle. But if you don't, you blew it. So you get a 10% discount for that too. If you Zelle, well, why not? So $50,000 in credit for you or the corporation, okay. Usually $5,000, no problem at all. If we Zelle, we save 10% on it, but it's $3,000. So here's how it works. For $19.99, I'll give you $50,000 in credit. If you spend the $3,000, I'm going to give you $100,000 instead. And if you Zelle it right away, I'm going to give you 3 times so much, $150. Isn't that fun? I'm the founder of the organization. I like to make up things every minute of the day. And I'm not going to remember because I'm sorry, but I'm going to act like I forgot it. Numbers don't lie, only people lie. $10,000 for $100,000 is $8,000. Well, the discount would be $5,000. $5,000 today, you get $100,000 in credit. Okay. How about if you do the $5,000, I give you $200,000, $100,000 for you and for the corporation too. All right, that's simple. And all you have to do right now is simple. All you have to do is call the office or Zelle. Zelle. Now watch this. Watch, you ready? All right, there it is. All right, now I did $200,000 for $499, $5,000. The goal was to do $7,000 for $200,000. Okay, again, I just made it up because it's right there. I should have a little bit. So it's $7,000 for $100,000, but I already said $5,000 if it's done now. You get the win, but if you don't do it now, you kind of blew it too. There's your Zelle. And now. Always good. Put your phone number there because you're going to get a phone call from me for 15 minutes for free. But if it's not done that way, call the office. Use your credit card. No phone number. No call for free. 800-254-9506. I hope the specialist in the back of the room wrote that down because that's what I did. Because I made it up. Now, the Reynolds University, that building was one technology drive over in Spectrum. Finally, I was proud of myself once in my life. Always feel like I'm running out of time. 22,000 square foot building. My classroom holds 800 people, broadcast nationwide, and locations in 3 other states as well. But God had a different plan. I'm helping people, but I got to go in and come and got to die and everything I had was gone. I got to build it up and away. I guess it was the time to do that show. The world can be done again and again. I like goodies. You like goodies? I think you're stuck. That kind of sucks. So if you want, I can help you get rebuilt on credit, not repair, blah, blah. You can rebuild your credit in 90 days or less. Now, some of you are slower or lazy. I'll say up to 9 months if you're lazy. So you get to play with me today. Isn't that fun? I want to win. Now, I guarantee, listen to the words, I guarantee in writing, it's in red ink. You sign it, you agree not to jack up credit and not apply. When you screw that up, why do you blame me, some of you? I've never screwed anybody out of money ever. Hell, I got a $5 million bond. So if you screw it up, don't blame me for your screw up. I have to reload the history, you reload the rapid rescore because you screwed it up. And I'm going to charge you a fee for that because I have to pay for it myself out of my pocket. Hell no. Simple. Do not screw up my program and don't get involved with me because I'm going to be serious about it. I get everybody to millionaire. That's easy to do. So no jacking up the cars, no plan doing the program. Got it? I got to die. Well, that sucked. 72 people on the yacht. Didn't have to take the big one out, just as the middle one. Okay, why not? My wife, she's falling apart. She calls Ron. She calls everyone she can. Nobody wants to help her. I get to die at 5:41 on July 5th. That kind of sucks. The nurse said to my wife, is he a donor? She's falling apart. You're asking if I'm a donor. They're going to rip up my heart and take it away. The moment that was asked, I heard I'm in a coma. I see everything, I hear everything. Kind of freaky. All right, I was given a choice, stay in peace or go back. When I heard that, I said, go back. My wife's falling apart. I got to go back, The machine went beep, 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 beep. She dropped her clipboard. I wish I could have said, I'm alive, boo! It didn't work. I'm coming out of the coma. I had to walk around with an oxygen tank for 7 months like I'm 150 years old. That kind of sucks too. All right. Now let's take away your excuses. Because you have plenty of excuses. Stop it. It's ridiculous. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old with a lot of crappy people. I've been shot 3 times with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times. So I got no excuses. Neither do you. Got it so far? And we can build it up and away, again and again. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Oh, there's my grandfather. He didn't give her, you know what about me. I found out Grandpa, he's Richard Bishop. He won the Olympics in 1932. Maybe that's why I can jump so high, up and away. I think he looks like Al Capone, don't you? Okay. Now, I want you to take and write this down, please, please, please. I want you to do something highly intelligent. You do that all the time, but this is going to correct some problems you got. Today, you're going to pull out your driver's license and your purse or wallet, and here's another stack of these goodies. Mine's a P.O. box. Driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Okay. Driver's license, P.O. box. Registration, P.O. box. Insurance, P.O. box. No, where you don't need to know where I live. And when you get in above your butt, shut the blank up. Shut up. Don't tell when you work and when you get to be nice people. Ooh. After they leave, they're going to change their story and tell their friends, and their friends are going to say, sue everybody and call one of those bloodsuckers. I want that changed today. I want these 3 things changed now. Every man and woman protect your assets and protect your privacy, but it's up to you. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. 26 years. He comes to see me and says, no one will help me, Ray. All right, he says, I heard from Ricky Dickie Ross, you'll help me. Okay, goody. Well, I got him $3 million. He don't like me. That's okay. So I got him a brand new dump truck. See that brand new truck? Within 6 months. Contracts at the millions of dollars to get to play the game to win. So if he can do that right out of prison, so could you. Okay, that'd be kind of fun. The Lamborghini registered to a division. Why would I do that? Hey, I don't care about the damn write-off. And what I care about is the liability. The liability of the car. It's right there. Even the license plate says RR University. The doors and the wings, everything says Reynolds University. It's a marketing tool. Wow, but it's a division of a corporation. Bum, bum, bum. Kind of fun. Here's another one, part of the collection at the time. I had 21 cars in the collection at one time, but they're not mine. I just got the keys. That's even leased. It says lease and finance through Chase Bank to a division. Wow. I don't have to worry about a bumpity bump and not to sue me and screw me up. You do, because you put it in your name. Congratulations. And if you lose the car, don't worry, they'll give you a 1099-C too. Now you have a tax problem. Congratulations. My cat, meow, meow. Found him in the middle of the street in Beach Boulevard. I really don't like cats. It's not my thing. But I swooped down and grabbed the cat. Oh, goody. I pulled over. These people have cats. Is this your cat? Your cat's in the middle of the street. Oh, it's not mine. Of course not. Went home. That cat crawled up into the seat of my truck. I'm taking the seat out. And then what happens at the last bolt, he comes out. To prove my point is very simple. Inc. magazine interviews me, and they say you use plastic to finance your business. Ooh, what if we listen to them and listen to me? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. Well, cats have 9 lives. So does a corporation with the division process. We get to play my way for a while because your way sucks. Isn't that terrible, to tell you the truth? Now, husband and wives, please, please stop. All right? It's like, I want to be on the loan too. No, you don't. When you buy a house, it's a married person sole and separate property. And I hope the guy wants to be on the loan. If she does, let her be the duck or sheep. Whoever controls the house, who the trust controls the house, and both are going to be on the trust. We're going to play the right way. If you lost the house, it's a 1099-C. Now, you both got crappy credit. That kind of sucks. Never use the word and. Never and, because when they pass away, they can't sign the signature to release an asset or the bank account when they're gone to the other side. Or, write it down. Write it down, please. I'm going to do an analyzation for you. I'm going to put you in a rapid rescore. I actually invented rapid refresh and score 48 years ago with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. Wow, we get to play some more. I'm going to rebuild every one of you. I'm going to guarantee if you do what you're told, 750, 90 days. If you're slow, 6 months. Real slow, 9 months. Woo! I'm going to get you some real big boy cards, big girl cards. Let's get you $5,000 to $10,000 cards, if not more. How about $100,000? Okay? See, the problem with half of you, if not most of you, you got crappy little limits, and how to balance that crap is almost impossible. So we're going to give you $10,000. I've done this for 49 years. You spend $1,000 with me, I give you $10,000 of credit back, personal or business. 10 times your investment, better than being in Vegas. See, let's refund you through credit to shut you up, and now you complain. Don't worry, a couple people still complain. They're just, whiny babies. If we do a rapid rescore, the office wants $1,500 for that. Okay. Today, if you did it through me, I'm going to knock off $500 on that, just for the fun of it. So what do we get to do? Very simple. It's $9.99. But that's not enough. It's going to be Black Friday soon. Why don't we do that for $500 now, for the heck of it? If it's a Zelle only. If not, well, you kind of blew it. Okay. What am I trying to get you to do? Motivate you. How about we never bring the pain home, and I'll guarantee you if you do what I tell you to do, and I get you to be a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. I watched this video out there the other day on all the social media. You need to be a CEO to get the money and the credit. I want to call him and say, are you stupid? The CEO, Chief Executive Officer, doesn't get credit. It's a CFO, Financial Officer. I almost stand stupid. It's just blah, 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 blah. Now, if you do it my way, I'm going to point my finger to you and I'm going to say flat out, what happens. If I rebuild you and use my address, Rapid helps block things and crap right away even faster. And we're going to build it up and away. You might want to use the third-party address to help you. All right, it makes things go bye-bye quicker. You can seal your record, all kinds of fun stuff, if you want to play. But I'd tell you to have a division of you. 3 of those too. Now, you got a corporation. Goody for you today. Corporation. Yeah! I got an LLC, right? I love when they say, I don't have a corp, I got an LLC. Oh, goody. Well, if you put 3 houses in an LLC and they sue one, you lose them all. Division process, that doesn't happen. If you allow me to add history to your corporation or LLC, I'll get you $25,000 in credit right away. Gonna line you up. Is that okay? Now, it's about $2,500. So you can get 10 times your investment anyway. So we line you up, add history, and pop credit. Is that okay? The discount today is very simple. All right, that would become $19.99. $19.99 today. But an extra bonus because of Black Friday coming up, $1,500. There you go. $1,500 investment, and put all that in, and you get money back to you. What are we going to do? We're going to play. There's that Zelle today, and now, and always good. You don't want to use a Zelle? Call the office. Simple. 800-254-9506. Do you want to be a millionaire? Come on, do you want to be a millionaire? You're all going to, yeah, Ray, we're being a millionaire. It's called stupid. You're not stupid. Nobody ever made $1 million and got to keep it if they said it's me or a DBA, sole proprietor. Now, let's change this my way. I want to set you up as a millionaire corporation. Is that okay? 9 locations, 9 lines of credit. Now you got $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month. That's what you got right there. So if we multiply the credit, multiply the location, and what we're trying to do, we can create that $10,000 a month for you and $100,000 a month. Is that okay? Then we're going to find out what is your bills you need to break even. And that's what your paycheck is going to be about, by the way. We're going to play. I'd like you to do divisions for your kids. Could you do that, please? Yeah, your children, your sons and daughters. They got $5 and a boy. I'd set them up as a corporation when they were born. It's simple. They're connected to the whole empire. All right, they get to control everything when I'm dead, hopefully 50 years from now too. Grandson, granddaughter. Why don't we get them to start out right? Is that okay? We play. Now a division, let's understand. If you give me a name of a person or corporation or entity, I'm going to create the division. I'm going to use history that I have on the dashboard. As long as I use 2000 of history, it starts a credit report called Experian Transfer and Equifax. Every one of these divisions will have their own 3 credit bureaus of cash credit, up to $1 million, by the way. All I have to do is add history. Is that okay with you? Now, what happens is then I'm going to multiply. I do not want tax ID for divisions in the beginning. I'm going to take these and get 99 more cards. I want 9, not 99. Even though American Express wants to give you 99, let's get 9 instead, okay? If we did this correctly, what happens is very simple. A division is $1,000. Credit bureaus are set up, history's there, and tax ID when we need it. Got it? Today you got 3, you got 9, and you got 12. It's right there. So let's take a picture of that right now. So when you call the office, you know what I want with or without credit and the discount. It's right there. So the discount is right there, okay? If you did it today, not tomorrow, okay, I'm going to be ridiculous. You get 9 divisions for $9.99. It's like $100 each. Simple. I want you to have your 18 divisions now. I want my 50 people for next year lined up for my 1,000,000,001 escrows. We're playing my way for a while. 9, 18, 36, and 72. If you go after an apartment complex, you're going to need more divisions because there's a tenant. We're going to separate liability to that too. We're going to become the bank. It's a Zelle. If you Zelle, you save 10%. If you Zelle on top of that too. If you don't Zelle, simple, call the office. You see, there's the subdivisions. You're going to want subdivisions under the apartment complex. 4-plex apartment complex, what are you going to do? Very simple. Those are the prices today. And if you call the office right away, they'll even talk about the 10 for $4,000 of subdivisions. Because eventually, if you're going to have an apartment complex, you're going to have 100 subdivisions. Because that's how you separate liability if you want to. There's your Zelle. Always good, and it's a now. Or you can call the office at 800-254-9506. You don't get the 10% discount because you didn't Zelle, but you will be charged a 5% to use a card anyway. So they'll work with you every step of the way. Okay. Now, I have a problem. My problem is we analyze you. That's the ultimate goal, to analyze you. We're going to talk about analyzation, and our problem we have on the list here is they says Capital One. I don't know what kind of Capital One you got. You're going to have to be part of the program. You're going to call the office today, all right away after we're done talking and having some fun with you, and you're going to call the office and say, that Capital One is a Spark. It's a green spark or blue or gold. It shows up personal credit reports because the only card that shows up from business credit is a Spark card from Capital One. It's a Venture. It's a Venture 1. It's a Venture X. It's a Quicksilver. It's Quicksilver 1. It's a Platinum 2. I need to know what they are. I need to line it up. From here, all right, communication's the key. Have you ever had a problem with American Express or Chase? I need to know that too. Why? It's simple. They don't tend to forgive you ever, but you might want a division of you to get around that problem once you have no intent to do fraud. But it's up to you. Once again, I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney. I just want to show you what's public record for you. A rapid, look at this. Every rapid refresh that I've ever done is they do what they're told to do. It's above 750 every time, right there. Okay, so again, we charge $500 for the rapid rescore by itself because we use the third party to do that anyway. Okay. I'm going to tell you the truth. You might not like the truth, sorry, but it'll set you free. What do we get to do? If you sell $1,000 today, I'll give you $10,000 of credit, 10 times your investment. If you need a corporation, they're free, or you need tax ID, we'll help you with that too. But again, I'll put you in the workshops, and you get to play with me some more. So we get to play the game to what? Win. Corporations, what? It's right there. It's right there. It's public record. Not here to be CPA and attorney, but it's right there. It says it's a legal person. Check it out. Isn't that fun? All right. Now, here's the problem. Let's say you jacked up all your crappy little cards and you're maxed out. What do we do? I'll show you how to take supply cash, turn it into cash. Supply turns to cash. Is that okay? Now, the next thing is if you're military or getting invited to be in a Navy account with a Navy credit union, okay. You usually need an access code. You know, Torrance got what, $20,000 of credit in his 550 score and all maxed out anyway. All right, they help people rebuild themselves, and that's the goal. So Navy can give $50,000 on a line of credit and $80,000 on cards. But don't use it and abuse it. Use it to basically bring down your debt to ratio. That'd be kind of fun. At the end of the day, our goal is to be winning the game of business, my first series in 1976. I set up the dashboard in 87 that it creates instant credit reports, Experian, Treasury, Equifax under tax ID. Would you like me to do it for you? Let me know. You're going to call that office today or Monday after 10 o'clock on Monday. See, I have a meeting every day, 2 of them, 6 o'clock and 7:30, called Setting the Tone. And then you can talk to the people in the back in the area for call center too. 800-254-9506. All right, again, you're going to explain what type of cards those are. We get to play the game to win. This is number 6413. Now, we're going to see some crappy credit. We're going to see someone has lousy limits in what they're screwing up with and all the collection crap. Now, we don't ever use a name. We got to realize this is a rebuilt, rapid score, 5,000 of credit. This person probably paid less than $1,000. We're giving them 5,000 of credit, all right, because I want to give them more money back they were put into the program. We have no inquiries. Keep it that way. Inquiries would crash the rapid rescore. You got some collections. If they don't go away, you might have to negotiate a price or two to settle those too. We got to play the game. We're not going to write stupid letters. No, my not late. Makes no sense. You have no revolving credit. Don't worry. I'll get you your starter card. I'll teach you how to play the game and rebuild you. You're going to need 3 cards in rotation, and then they get you the bigger cards after that as well. That's how it works. It's called 3 and 3. I wrote the rules on that too. 6412. Another 5,000. Jake's your specialist. Jake no longer works with us. He went to another opportunity. So talk to Brandy, who you've been assigned to. This is 6412. There's no inquiries. You have what? A collection account. Okay, again, we're going to figure what that is, see how we get rid of it. Next, oh my goodness, look what you did. Congratulations, okay? You screwed it all up. Congratulations, yeah, team! Now let's look, let's dissect this. Most of your limits on your cards suck. They're terrible. Okay, I mean, understand, 300, 700, 1,500 bucks. The problem is you keep getting credit cards and jack up and away. You don't need 8 to 10 cards at 10,000 to 50,000 each. I'll build you that way if you allow me to. On the Capital Ones, what you're going to do today, every one of you, listen very carefully, you're going to log into Capital One like you're actually going to pay the bill. You're going to click what says on the right-hand side, I want. Click it, the left-hand side opens up. Second to the bottom says you would like to increase your limits. Every 46 days, you're going to change your projections to do that again and again. On the dashboard, there's no inquiry. Let's see if we have any Chase or American Express. Oh, you have First Premier, the worst card on planet Earth, I believe. They charge you $95 just to use the card, to get the card as you approved. It's ridiculous. Okay. So we're going to play my way. So let's go back. I want to make sure we understand. My next question to this 6412, have you had a problem with Express or Chase? I want to rebuild this person. It's rebuilt 5,000 of credit. If 6412 is serious, I will guarantee you in 4 months, if you do what you're told, 100,000 credit for you and the corporation. If you do what you're told. You should be calling right now Jake, or actually Brandy, whoever you've been assigned to. Because we can build it. I need to add history now, but it's up to you. See, what happens with most of you, you've all had bad credit, you play you up and down show at least 10 times in your life. With the rules and tools, you never jack it up again. You get to maintain in 750. Your problem is you didn't learn the rules and tools I developed in the 70s and 80s and the 90s too. You got a choice today to play my way. I'm sorry, your way sucks. Here's 5682. They get $500 bonus card. They're doing rebuild. Okay, no problem. All right, there's no inquiries. Okay, what do? We brought up the points. Look at all this collection crap. It's all over the place. Rapid is here. Shot it straight up. That's a rapid rescore. Okay. Well, what do we do next? There's no inquiries. Good, keep it that way. You have no revolving credit. So let's watch. Okay. Here is rapid rescore. Okay. All you have is collections, and what did you do? It still went up and away right there in front of you. Rapid score, rapid refresh that I invented 48 years ago, helping mortgage companies and all kinds of people having fun with you. Again, what do? This person says it screws up American Express and Chase. If they ever want them again, they have to get a division of themselves under the corporation. But again, they spend $500, they're getting $500 back. Simple. It's an even what? What you put in, you get out. Okay. Talk to the specialist who you've been assigned to. This should be upgraded today. 6405. It's a rapid rescore. It's 5,000 credit. George is your specialist, no problem. And you have 3 collection accounts all over the place and no inquiries. Keep it that way. My question will be for everyone is, did you ever screw American Express or Chase? Now let's understand why I ask these questions all the time. All right, Chase has no inquiries, all right, if you increase limits, if you know what you're doing. Chase is going to give up to 22 months of interest for personal and business cards. Business cards, they have 6 ink cards. And then what do we get to do? American Express, these don't fluctuate. Everybody needs a gold and a platinum card, period. So again, we have Discover. Oh, good, 16,000, zero balance. It's not even your card. It's authorized user. So here's a person trying to pretend to have credit. I got Discover. It's my friend's card. Zero balance. It shows zero. It doesn't even, you see, zero balance doesn't even surely show up. You have Chime. Oh, goody. Chime and Kit came out of my boot camp in 2008, by the way. All right, so what do we do? So here we have 524s. My worst score was a 240 during pandemic. This person here needs me to build some real credit for themselves and get rid of this crap because it's a pretend. It's a lie. At least we didn't screw American Express or Chase. So again, what do? 5,000 credit. Let's rebuild you and structure it the right way. Let's add more, but I'll switch that to a corporation. But it's up to you. Here's 6409. Rebuild, rapid, 5,000 of credit. Lawrence is your specialist. You have no collections. That's good, and no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Please, please. All right, because an inquiry would crash your rapid rescore. Don't screw it up. Well, oh my goodness, look at this crap. Well, at least I got some meaty cards. We got one for $8,900. Discover always gives too much money and credit. 4,000. Okay, no problem. We got Sam's Club. Wow. By the way, you could actually convert your Sam's to a corporate Sam's instead, but it's up to you if you use it for business process. From there, the other cards, there's 4. Omission, you got 4. Okay. You got 2 or 3 good cards here. The rest kind of suck. Oh, let's understand. You have Macy's. Oh, goody. We got Symphony Bank too. Let's balance this debt to ratio. Let's understand. 6409 right now. It's 5,000 of credit. This person has jacked it up many times in their life. They got to stop this. Corporation division process would help them with foundation. Then we basically restructure all of this. You should only have 8 cards and usually 10,000 each. 8, that's it. And then you want these 2 as well because they don't fluctuate. You got some cards in the future we're going to get rid of, by the way. We're going to tell you get rid of that, get rid of that. Because you don't need TJ Maxx. Target, wow. Well, it's up to you. So the goal is, did you ever screw American Express or Chase? And what did it say? It said no. Confirm that, please. Let's repackage it my way a little bit. Here's 6092. You're going down. You're going the wrong direction. What's wrong with you? All right, I don't understand. Wow. We were pushing up, but we got you to 750. Pop. Well, that's what you did to yourself. Let's see what happens. You're doing inquiries. Well, if you had a rapid rescore, you would have crashed it. You went after SoFi. They're going to do a debt consolidation or something. You screwed up Chase at Navy. No, damn. Navy's, oh my goodness. Oh well, at least it's a zero balance. Let's see if we can restart Navy again in the future. Chase, they don't like to forgive you. Let's remove that and use the division of you to get around that crap. Well, what do we got to do? Let's go to the next page. Wow. 99% on PayPal. Wow, congratulations. Well, as far as, see, the difference is we have a $5,000 card. Okay, we got one of those. 1 and 4, that's nice. Okay, it's PayPal. See, all this can be restructured and open the gaps or pay it down. SoFi Bank's right there, so you got the loan for $2,500. All right, there's an inquiry. Wow. See, if you keep getting credit, understand something. Chase has a 524 rule. It's very simple. It's a 524 rule. And by getting all these damn inquiries, you're going to screw it up. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid. We just follow stupid. So let's understand. Let's make sure we basically kind of blueprint you. Let's see what your goal is and what your plan is because we can rebuild this. That would be the ultimate goal. You're getting 10,000. At least you're getting 10,000 of credit. You spend $1,000, probably you're getting 10 times your money back if you do and listen and learn. And in classes all the time too. You stuck with me. Kind of fun. Here's 6181. Hey, someone listening. I love it when they listen. Isn't that nice? They had a bankruptcy. Wow, wow, wow. Discharge. Okay. Did you seal the record so it won't show up again? Credit bureaus never talk to the courts. They're not allowed to. This is a company called Statewide. If you would have sealed it, it wouldn't be there in the first place. Oh, wow. 88 points. That's not 90 points. Wow, wow, wow. All right, 87 points. Wee, going up and away. That's usually a rapid rescore doing that for you too. Now look at this. It's all, this is amazing. All right, you're all jacked up. Rapid's still pushing up almost 100 points. All right, I think everybody needs a rapid rescore. Well, what do we do? All right, the authorized user, get rid of, they're at 76%. That's ridiculous. So you don't want Sam's Club authorized user. If you have a corporation, I'm going to get you Sam's through the tax ID anyway, okay? But again, you have to do that as well. So let's get your corporate division process. Let's knock off the crap. The capital ones, you can increase the limits or pay it down, no problem at all. And we get to rebalance this step by step, okay? Now, do we have a Chase card? Did we screw it up? It says no, no, no. Oh, good. I love that. So your rapid rescore is out there as well. It's good to what? 12.8. I like that. You're going to need one of those again and again. Because why? You're going up and away. I can almost get you right now an American Express. So I get a 649. But again, that's up to you. I usually only do that if you're getting a credit line for 100,000 or in coaching. Here's 6408. 6408. So there's no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Please, please, please. And you have Kohl's. You at least you have zero balance of these things you screwed up. Okay. What do we do? From there, we're jacked up a little bit. You have a Chase. Good. Please don't screw up Chase. Please, please, please don't screw up the 2 Chase cards you got, the 3 cards you got. Wow. So understand, Chase, they do not give an inquiry if you ask to increase the limit. They increase the limit because they use the payment history. And if you've been paying on time, you're kind of good. All right, Capital, all right, 1. You might basically increase the limits to be okay. Most of these can be increased. Look at this. We have Capital 1 on the bottom. Why don't we use some of that credit from the bottom and rebalance the top? This person can actually get up to 100,000 credit in about 4 months or less. But again, it should be a corporation in themselves as well. What do we do? Simple. Let's balance that. There's no problem. American Express or Chase, let's get that too. The goal is getting what? Winning the game of business. See, every one of you listening, if you're not being analyzed today, it's okay. If we rebalance this, understand, let's say we do everything we promised, you got your credit score is great. You'll be back because you'll screw it up again and again if you have rules and tools. Understanding how to maintain that score. All cards fluctuate, but these two do not fluctuate at all. Be prepared for that old blankety blank day. It's going to happen again and again. This is 6182, 10,000 in credit. David is your specialist. David's on vacation right now, or actually he's gone away from the office. I don't know if I should call it vacation. He's just gone absent. For a while, he'll be back. From there, what do we do? 98%. Well, at least it's a crap car for $350 or $450. It's right there. If we rebalance this garbage, all right, simple, what do we get to do? We get to get you past go, the Wells Fargo, okay. If we play the Macarena game, we get these up and away. You might need supply credit to get cash credit. But again, you're a no on American Express or Chase, you didn't screw them up, okay. You should all, every one of you should get a corporation today. I give them away for free. Pay your filing fee. See, this debt you have and all the things you screwed up should have been a division and not you. A division and not you. If you don't do it that way, they're going to do this again and again. That's the biggest problem you got today. 6182. Here's 6218. At least it's going up and away. There's no inquiries, no collection accounts. That's good. You're getting, let's see. This is rebuilt 35,000 credit in 6 divisions. Well, number one, this has to be wrong, Chris. We have to understand this because we don't do divisions to people. It's always to corporations. So this has to be an MIM, so that's even wrong. They should have caught it in the paralegal department before they put it on the screen. So they went up and away. There you go. What are we going to do next? Well, the reason you're jacked up is you're screwing up is because you jacked up the debt to ratio. If this person does what I tell them to do and we rebalance the debts and balance it all step by step, up and away, and that's what we do. And then we get these 2 cards here as safety. The rapid rescore will push him to 740, all right, in 45 days, 740. That's all we have to do. See, debt to ratio is holding him back. Rapid rescore is pushing him up and away. 6187. Rebuilt 10,000 in credit. Again, Jake's no longer with us. He went to another opportunity. So talk to Brandy, find out who your specialist is. And this person's dropping 107, 109 points. It's a rebuilt $10,000 of credit. What's dropping it? Let's see. They got an Amex and collection that just showed up in 10-8. You screwed up Amex? No. Only a division of you can get around that in the future. Amex wants to sue everybody, by the way. Negotiate that, please. All right, Barclays, you're late. You can't be late. Go sell something. I don't care what you have to do. Garage sale. You drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Late payments kill credit. You got to get 4 on times now. From there, come back here. Come back here. Don't you go away. Okay. So again, what do we have to do? Okay, we don't want to be late. Here we're jacked up. Barclays, 18,000 on cars. See, this should be in corporate credit. Get a corporation, set up the divisions, and transfer some of these things over to the divisions of the corporation, and let's repackage you. See, the problem is you're jacked up because why? What happened? Again, what do we do? Corporation division. Understand, if you had a corporation with divisions today, you can actually use that to build credit and repackage you personally as well. You're going to become an LLC or a C Corp or an S Corp. We get to rebuild you using the corporation structure and the credit. But it's going to be up to you. If you don't do that, you got to get supply to vendor credit and bring it down. There's only 2 things you can do for debt. Pay it down or increase the limit. That's about it. There you go. See, that's not repair. That's called rebuilding. And that's what you need today. Here's 6265. All right, first Premier, worst card on planet Earth in my opinion. $95, use the card. At least you got 3 on times. In the future, you're going to get rid of that crap card because I said so. Rapid's pushing you 66 points and more. Up, up, and away. Rebuild, Rapid, 10,000 in credit. Look at all the collection crap. I'm always looking for Chase or American Express. I'm hoping not to find that. So if we rebalance this, understand these. See what I said? You have crappy limits. That's what happens. In schools first. Maybe you're a teacher. You have a clear credential like I do or something. I don't know. Capital One. We're going to rebuild this. Understand? If today, listen very carefully, if today we got a corporation and a division, if I build supply credit, it uses that supply credit to bring down your debt to ratio. There's no way you're going to be able to do this unless you have a corporation and divisions to get to the American dream anyway. So that corporation can build you up and away. And you have kickoff. Well, they were in the basically boot camp in 2008. Connecta, okay, $500, wow. If we rebalance this and we use a corporation to do this, it can help you instead of just Rapid getting you 66 points with a lot of collection crap. It's all showing up. Rapid's still pushing you up. And then you're all jacked up. So anyway, it works. So with that happening, if we got the supply to cash credit, you can reduce your debt today. But it's up to you. See, some of these are so stuck, it's ridiculous. How do you get unstuck? Corporation, division, and supply credit turn into cash. That's how it works. All right, there's always a way, or maybe it's the Navy or something like that. 5,000 of credit, okay, 31%, up and away, 24 and 17. So here we got bankruptcy 4 years ago. We got some collection crap, no problem. And then here we're 81%. So what do we do? Let's understand, this person, you don't need chime. Chime's just get rid of the chime. It's $49 anyway. Come on, you don't need it. Let's take this and balance this to 29%. Okay? Let's take a corporation and let a division repackage you the right way. And what do you get to do? We get to reduce the debt. Now, what's going to happen in the future? We're going to build you up and away. Any problem, American Express or Chase, I need to know that. Every one of you have the ability to take a brand new corporation with the division, get supply credit, and pay off your debts that you screwed up on you in the first place. If you would have known the rules and tools and not jacked up these and had these instead, you would have maintained a 750 score. You brought the pain home because of lack of knowledge. Rebuilt 25,000 in credit. Chris is your specialist. 25,000 means you're a corporation. This should say million in the making, by the way. You have an inquiry at Sam's. If you did it to the corporation, it wouldn't be an inquiry. See, again, we're screwing up again and again. We get to play the game to win. Then you have a Experian business credit. Okay, then you got another inquiry there too. See, the problem is your lack of knowledge why you keep screwing this up. 55, 65, let's pay attention. You need a corporation with the division today. Let's rebuild you the right way under the corporation structure. The LLC or C Corp will become S, so you can absorb debt and solve your problem. S corporations allow you to file a single tax return with you and the corporation and rebuild you right away. You have a Navy. Please don't screw up Navy, please. I only got Navy because I was sucked into a government program when I was 14 and a half because I didn't go to high school from junior high. All right, yeah, you know what? It's very simple. T we go junior high, and then I got to Orange Coast College. driving a Lamborghini. It's kind of fun. So don't screw up Navy, please. I can help line you up to about 80,000 in cards and about 50,000 line of credit. But then what are you going to do with the money? Don't screw it up, please. Do not screw it up. What do we get to do? Build more and more and more. Every one of you, listen to my words. If you had a corporation today, and a division or two or more, you could repackage you getting supply credit to reduce your debt. I don't understand why you're not doing that. Some of you are stuck. Where's my magic wand? You're waiting for a magic wand. Wow, mine's broken, Ben. Don't work. Can I borrow yours? See, one of my books years ago is called BS Doesn't Pay Your Bills, because it doesn't. Look at all this collection crap. You screwed up Chase? No! You screwed up American Express? No! Well, sorry. A corporation with a division can get new ones as well, so we don't screw up again. Just don't have any intent to do fraud, please. Please, no intent to do fraud. So what do we get to do? Simple. Oh, Capital One, go online and increase the limit again or pay it down. Citibank, okay, wow, 93%. You got Kohl's for $700. Wow, that's okay. Let's repackage this the right way through a corporation division, supply credit, reduce your debt. Write it down, corporation division, supply credit, reduce debt. Got it so far? It's not hard to do. 6208, repackage you. Rebuild, rapid rescore, $5,000 card. Okay, that's what we're going to get you. George, your specialist. You got Capital and now you got some on times. Good. Then you got a new one that's late. Yeah. What are you doing? Up and down, up and down, up and down. I push you up, you go down, up and down, up and down. Stop. Ouch. I have this brace on my left leg. It's killing me. But it's okay. Because I got to pray and help you every step of the way. Okay. All right, rapid rescore, rebuild, 5,000 credit, no problem. You spend $500 or so, and let's rebuild you for the heck of it. But again, now we're jacked up. Capital One, let's increase the limit. Supply credit can turn into cash credit. Corporation division can actually reduce your debt to repackage you. Because in the future, you're going to want this anyway. You know this, and so do I. It's the only way to play the game to win. But it's up to you again and again. Let's play my way, please. Because why I think your way sucks. Sorry to say, but it's true. So we got basically 6208. Georgia specialist and those late payments got to solve that problem. Be on time, be on time. Wow. Credit One. Credit One's out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Why Mark started it, he got indicted a couple of times because he copied our Capital One's logo. You know they had to do a settlement last week too? All the banks and credit cards are doing settlements because they get to write off on their taxes. So they just signed the agreement. Whee! It's like free money. You could do the same thing as a corporation too. 104%. Congratulations, all these Capital One cards. Why don't we reduce the debt? All right. Why don't we basically bring this down to 29%? You go, how do I do that, Ray? Corporation, division, supply credit to cash. Supply to cash. Supply to cash. See, you're going to have to do something. Or doing nothing, nothing happens. What is your plan? What is your goal? What is your dream? 6224. Okay, rebuild 10,000 of credit, all that collection crap. Again, what are we looking for? American Express or Chase. I don't see any. That's good. Okay, let's hold our breath. The scores are going down and up. They're playing the Macarena. So here we go. Macy's. Wow. Capital One. Wow, 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 wow. That $4,300 card, I don't believe it's yours anyway. I think it's a trade line or a friend's card. Zero doesn't really show up anyway. But if it's yours, why don't we take that card and let's turn it into more credit and get rid of this crap. Rapid will help block the crap. Corporation division process will get you past go and get supply credit to cash. See, that's the goal. Can you imagine? So 6101, rebuild rapid score, 10,000 of credit. Chris is your specialist. He's one of our supervisors and managers. And you screwed up Capital Navy? Ay, son of a biscuit. Why? I don't see Chase and I don't see American Express. Good, look for that. Don't screw up Navy. Oh, no. But you did. So to reduce this debt, well, you're going to have big cards anyway. Okay, we've got a couple on the bottom. The big ones are at 29%. The little ones are like crap. Okay. If we rebalance this debt correctly, and how do I do that? Supply turns into cash, but it's a corporation and division process. Or basically use something to reduce your debt. Because there's no miracles, you have to understand how that works. Numbers don't lie, only people lie. That's how it works. No problem, Express or Chase, that's good. 6390, it's a rebuild. It's 5,000 great. Lawrence is your specialist. Okay. No inquiries and no collections. Oh, good. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. No problem. Your Merrick Bank is a $500 crap card at 100%. All your limits kind of suck, to be honest with you, with Barclays. Let's repackage all of this correctly. And how to reduce the debt is simple. All we do is increase the limit or pay it down. And we have Chase, who haven't screwed up Chase. Good, please don't screw up Chase. And you have no problem with American Express. Let's take, all right, and do a corporation with division today. We're going to get supply credit and take the supply credit to reduce your debt, all right, from there, because supply turns into cash. Is that okay? That's what I had to do coming out of coma. But again, today, most of you are stuck. Most of you want a miracle. Only God performs miracles. I can't. I'm just, doing, God gave me the tools and rules to help you. I'm in the vehicle. He gets all the credit. It's His glory, not mine. But again, what do we get to do? If you had a corporation today, in a division process, we go after supply credit returning into cash. Over here, you reduce your debt over here. Understand? Corporate credit doesn't show up on personal file. The only one that does is Capital One Spark. That's it. So if we build this corporate credit here and reduce your debt over here, you partner with your own organization, and eventually that S or C Corp working together, LLC. The only way to solve your problem is a corporation of division today, flat out, and get supply to cash. Supply to cash, unless we use Navy or something else. Again, it's going to be up to you. My goal is to repackage in my way what I had to do for myself many times. All right, that's called Repackaging America. There's the one who produced the first series in 1976. Very simple. It's called Winning the Game of Business. There's always a way to rebuild you. But are you willing to do a little bit of the work and get part of it? You need to understand how it works, and that's pretty important to all of us. So again, what do? Let's understand something today. I'm going to put 50 people on my TV show next year. We do our podcast 2 or 3 of those a week anyway, having some fun. And we're going to tell people the truth. If you like me, Google review, please. I got a 5-star review today. Oh, wow, I love that. But if you don't like me, leave me alone. Not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. That's how it works today. Scan it, take a picture, find out all kinds of goodies, even some free downloads. By the way, corporations are free today. You're going to need a tax ID and add history. Or you're going to pay a little bit of money for that too in a division. But again, we're going to get supply credit to reduce what? The debt you have today that's maxing you out. If you take a picture of this and you put yes, I can basically text you or email you the links of tomorrow's classes. I would tell you to gather everybody you got, put them in the classes tomorrow. If they buy anything, let us know. You get 10%. Would that be okay if you become an affiliate too? But if you don't say yes, I can't send you the link. We get to play. Now, remember, if you had our address here about repair and rapid rescore, or even a blueprint loan, all the pieces, it makes it faster and quicker. Picker upper. You see, when we do a blueprint loan, they have to match the name of the bank, and they got to match the address, which is our address here. So blueprint loans, they always have to use our address anyway. It's how it works. We've got to connect the dots. I like connecting the dots. We lease out 12 feet at a time, but it's up to you. We get to play to win. Now remember what a corporation is. Right there. It's right there. If a corporation is a legal person, right there, Chapter 18. I'm not here to be sapient attorney. There's my disclaimer clause as well. May sue or be sued. That means simple. The SS4 is universal form. It allows what? Credit reports. If we build supply credit to cash credit, supply to cash, all right, you can reduce your debt and repackage you. Your LLC or C Corp will become S anyway. That's the way I want it to be when you start to make money. It's how you repackage yourself. Like Humpty Dumpty. You want to be a millionaire? Say no. You want to be a millionaire corporation? Say yes. That means you have 9 divisions and 9 locations. That would make sense. Today, a division. If I put a division together, I'm going to use history that I have on my dashboard for you. Divisions usually $1,000 each. Credit reports and tax ID when I need it. If you give me a name, I can credit an entity. What do I get to do? If I get these, then I get the what? 99 they offer. That's fine. I don't need separate billing. All right, so I don't need separate tax ID yet. Understand, every division gets its own credit file. If I had a division, see, these people have bad credit today. If you had a bad division, you got rid of the bad division, you go get another one. You have no intent to do fraud. But you had a chance to get more chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. That's the way it works. Unfortunately, you didn't know any better. Today, take that picture. Call the office and tell them I want 1 division or 3. It's simple. If you buy 1 at a time, it's $1,000. 3, you get a discount with credit or not credit, or 9 or 12. If they're done today, I'm giving you 9 divisions for $9.99. Let's have one of those divisions to be you. Let's repackage you for supply and cash credit, so you can reduce your debt on the side too. You got to repackage you. That's the ultimate goal, and you're stuck with me 6 days a week if you want. So if you had 9 today, 18, 36, or 72, because if you get an apartment complex, you're going to need subdivisions. You want to separate liability, right? In the pieces you're trying to do. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that today too. But again, what do we get to do? Here's subdivisions. Some people, they do apartment complexes. They take 100 subdivisions for every tenant and they separate liability, because you don't know which tenant's going to slip and fall and kind of sue you and screw you up. Protect your assets too. There's your Zelle today. It's a now, always good. You can also call the office today at 800-254-9506. I want you to have a corporation and divisions to get supply credit, all right, to turn into cash to reduce your debt. Supply credit, turn into cash to reduce your debt. You got to repackage you. This is the goal. That's why it was called for years, Repackage in America. From there, you can scan and get some books as well. What do we do? Maybe you want a phone call with me. If you Zelle more than $1,000 today, you get a free call for free. If not, the office charges $500 for every 15 minutes. Today, if you did it online with me now, it's $399. But again, that's up to you. $25,000 in credit. They usually want to do that for you. And they charge you about $2,500. The discount is $19.99 today. If you Zelle, very simple, you save 10% on that. But if you Zelle, I did 2 things earlier. $9.99 gets you the $25,000. $19.99 gives you $75,000 if it's done today. Zelle now, or call the office right away. I'm just making it up to have some fun. $50,000 usually $5,000. It's $3,000 now. So if I do $3,000, okay, and I Zelle, save 10% on that. But if I spend that $3,000 a day, I'm going to give you $100,000 in credit. 50 for you, 50 for the corporation. There you go. All right, have some more fun. $100,000 of credit, $10,000. That's an average fee, okay. Instead of that, it's $5,000. $5,000, I'm going to give you $100,000 to you and $100,000 to the corporation as well. Again, that's usually a Zelle. If not, use a card today. Call the office right away. And what do we do? Now watch. There was going to be, and this is what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to make sure they pay $7,000 for $200,000 in credit. Today, I just gave you $200,000 for $5,000 if it's done right away. But again, not today. Tomorrow they pay more. You see, I get to have fun. I want to motivate everything you're trying to do. So Zelle, now, and always good. Put your phone number in the Zelle, please. I'll give you a free phone call, as long as it's $1,000 or more. It's simple. 800-254-9506. I have a problem. I don't trust anybody. My whole life, every grown-up called to steal my goodies. Steal the goodies. So I don't put things in my name. I learned a long time ago what the Rockefellers did. So I understand pieces. So that's why I had 1,013 divisions at the time. I have a lot more than that. I don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. But if I got a problem, I'm going to do what the banks, the grocers, and cities do. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate that piece and see my other pieces. Why would I want to be only one piece? That doesn't give me peace. We get to play my way. I've been teaching boring and steady for 49 years. Next year's my 50th year. Like I said, take a picture. There's your future. That's where I believe you blew it, to be honest with you. Sorry to say, but I think it's true. Let's go on a piece of something. Let's go on a piece. Let's create auto income of $100,000 a month so you get that paycheck to $10,000 if that's what you need. But we're going to size that up and see how much you really need. We're going to do tax balancing. That's the ultimate goal. We get to play my way. All right. I have $1.1 billion. It's $1,100,000 of projects next year. The escrow is coming up. Would you like to be part of one? Let me know. I'm going to do all the work with you and for you. I'm going to make sure I build you the credit up and away. You're going to write a check to escrow. You're going to have a piece of something indeed it in a deed of trust into an escrow, and you own that piece through the corporate structure, you will become a puppet master. That's how you build legacies. Legacies, that's the goal. You basically want a blueprint loan, or you want basically checkbook money. We get to play the game to win. What do you do? If you're in coaching for a year's time at a time, we're going to get 6 escrows. That's usually minimum. If you're aggressive like me, let's go get 10. 10 make it $100,000 a month. By the way, that's only $1.2 million. If we put $25,000 in escrow, 3 people plus me, we're probably going to get $3,200 a month, up and away. Up to that, maybe more. If we put 75,000 or 50, then the numbers are simple. See, numbers don't lie, just people lie. We get to play the game to win. I'd like you to get auto income. But again, take the picture of that. If you have your 9 divisions and 9 locations, and the 100,000 of credit, and we build it up and away, you can turn it into $1 million of credit and you don't bring the pain home. There's your goal. That would be the goal for every one of you. It's called boring and steady. So I'd like you to join the Puppet Master Club if you would, please. What do we do? Your division, listen very carefully, will have a 4 what? A. And other people will be B and C. I'm going to be number 4. I'm going to basically, because I'm part of every escrow, and I don't want to lose. So the reality is we get to make sure you win. Since 1987, again and again, we play my way. If you want to play in only 3 months for next year, you get started right away, it's okay. This is every 3 weeks a call for me, live or Zoom or whatever we need, Teams. 100,000 of personal or business credit, blueprint call, 18 book CDs and 18 divisions. 18 divisions usually 20 grand. So again, the office wants to sell this for 5,000. Their discount today is very simple. That was the listed price. Is listed very simple for $7,000. 7 grand. Okay. You did it while in the webinar with me. It's $3,000 if it's done today. Now. There you go. No excuses. But it's going to be up to you. What do we do if you want to play for a year? Let's focus on 10, all right, locations of something. I don't care what it is. I want auto income. Let's basically get 200,000 of credit, 100,000. You and the corporation. Let's blueprint you. Let's get on that phone every 3 weeks. Let me give you the next steps to your next list. Usually $27,000. Today, paid in full, the office says it's 10 grand. There you go. If you pay $2,500 as a down payment, go for it. If you pay payments, that's okay too, but you lose the credit. You might only get 100,000 of credit at the time. That's it, because you didn't pay in full. The way I look at it is very simple, okay? If you did it while I'm on the webinar, now. 200,000 of credit, blueprint call, and you're stuck with me for a year. There's Black Friday special for you today only. $69.99. Call the office, talk to a specialist, let them write it up right away. It's very simple to do. There's a Zelle, now, always good. 800-254-9506. If you put a Zelle and you put my phone number there, you get an extra phone call with me for free. But it's up to you. If you want me to coach your business for you and get you to $1 million or $1 billion, I've done that too. No problem at all. I've helped 50 million people so far understand division process. I can coach your business into millionaire status, no problem at all. Done it many times. The blueprint, let's understand, Stellar Bank, Chase Bank, or American Express. American Express, they want to give you 99 cars. I think that's kind of crazy, but that's okay. If we want a blueprint loan, let's understand what happens. When I line these people up, they have to use my address here because the bank account. Let's see what happens. Your corporation is a division of my corporation, this address here. The bank's lined up, the address is lined up, has to match. And that's what we do, it has to match here. And what happens is you get a franchise or piece. So blueprint loan, they want 30 transactions per month on an average, and they want to make sure you're trading in and out of your bank account about $100,000. If not, I do. So if we partner up in that kind of program, we get to do it right away. Blueprint loans, you're stuck with me using my address too. I'm going to show them $400,000 to $500,000 a month in some accounts just because it's fun and they get approved right away. It's kind of fun too. I charge $5,000 for that program. That's expensive, Ray. Well, the reality is I'm going to get you up to $250. Usually I charge you 10% on the back end on that. I don't want to charge you anything on that until actually we close escrow. Because why set you up for a debt you cannot pay yet? Escrow will pay it right away. There you go. So when I do this, instead of the $5,000 today, a blueprint loan, if I do it for you with you, is $4,000. If you wanted to have me do one of mine, my corporation, and hand it to you. My corp, and log in my bank account and do it back to you. Not a problem. All right, that's usually about $7,000. Today, what happens is it's going to be about 5. But again, that's up to you if you want blueprint money. You can do it later on too. But again, usually it's a little different, just a little bit more. So if you did it now, you get the discount too. What do? It's a Zelle, and always good. And 800-254-9506. I want you to help me, help you, and help other people. Referral program, I'd like you to be an affiliate. I'd like to pay you up to $1,000 a day if you want, but it's going to be up to you. I'd like to Zelle it to your corporation if that's okay. Take a picture, give us your referrals, and show up tomorrow with all your referrals on classes. We can play. We can look behind that curtain every step of the way. That's the goal. Now let's understand something today. We're going to stay safe and strong. We're going to do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. For everyone who got analyzed today, if you had a corporation and a division, our focus is how to reduce debt. Supply credit turns into cash and reduces your debt. You got to pay it down or increase the limits. All the ways we have to. You can talk to your specialist. We need to know what your game plan is. That's what the goal would be. So if I was you, if you're not Zelle now, and discounts, call that office right away. 800-254-9506. We have the ability to change our lives. We have the ability to repackage ourselves. And that's the ultimate goal, because everybody wants to get to here, corporation division process. Use the corporate divisions now to reduce debt. Supply turns into cash. There's another solution for that too. So I tell you to call the office right away at 800-254-9506. Remember, I have classes starting tomorrow morning, literally, at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 5 classes all day tomorrow. Even with the brace on my leg that's hurting me like, I'm still going to be there to help you. That's the goal. I'm online 6 days a week. So guess what? We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, it's simple. God loves us all.